If your running is feeling a little bit stiff, and you want to improve your coordination, but you're not quite sure where to start, then the good news is that we have 5 simple running drills that elite runners use to improve their running mobility. And you can use them to become a better runner too. But first, let's look at why we do drills. Linz, you are very good at these. Why do we do running drills in our training?
The main purpose of doing running drills, Shona, is to help with coordination, help with activation, and help with mobility. So one of the things that people really don't understand is that running really fast takes extreme coordination, and you're running at the extremes of your range of motion. So by doing those drills, you can both use them as warm-up to activate, improve that range of motion, and very importantly, get the coordination up so that your musculoskeletal activations are quicker and you can move your body faster.
Awesome. Well, let's break it down. So let's start with those first ones that you were mentioning, the 2 activation drills.
So we'll start out with activation drills that open up the posterior chain and activate the posterior chain. When you do any drills, what's really important is that you always want to picture form and posture, because the more you do it, the more likely you are to remember to do it while you're running. So whenever we do drills, we want to be nice and tall, we want to keep our arm carriage up, and we want to keep that fairly straight forward and back. Okay, so those are the basics that we want to carry through every single running drill. So the first running drill is toes up, so that we tighten up that posterior chain. Okay, nice and tall, slight forward lean, small steps, nice and quick. And that opens up and activates that posterior chain.
Probably really want to focus on keeping your shoulders nice and relaxed, not shrugging in the shoulders either. Nice and tall, good, Linz.
Okay, the second drill is to specifically activate the calf muscles and to make sure that you're using your foot in the right way. So now I want you to focus on using your big toe as a lever. Okay, so we're going to start with the basics: relax shoulders, arms up, nice and tall, and then you're going to push yourself up onto your toe and you're going to bounce and stay nice and relaxed. So we are using the big toe as a lever and pushing using the calves. Yeah, so pick a spot with these drills that's about 25 meters in front of you so that you're up, your head is up, but that almost drags you into a very slight forward lean, and we're just nice and relaxed off the big toe. Right, Shona, to get the best out of these drills, how often and when should we be doing them?
Yeah, Linz, really 2 to 3 times a week, and you want to do them in and around your high intensity or interval sessions. And if you're only doing 2 speed sessions a week or only 1 speed session a week, pick another run, an easy run that you're doing so that you are getting this activation at least twice a week. All right, Linz, can you take us through our next 2 drills, please, which are still focusing around activation, and the next one also incorporates a bit of coordination.
The first drill is an activation and coordination drill, and I'm going to squeeze it into quite a short space here, but you actually want to draw this one out. So the basis for this is rolling up onto our toes. Again, we want to focus on coming off the big toe so that we're using the correct lever when we push ourselves up. And you're going to roll up onto that toe and then get in a really good knee drive and make sure that you're using your arms in the right way, staying nice and tall, and then over the space of about 10 to 15 meters, you're then just going to roll into a bounding drill. Okay, so we start in our starting point nice and tall, 25 meters into the distance, and we roll up. The next one is a pure coordination drill, and it takes concentration, and the faster you can do it, the better your coordination will be. Okay, so I'm going to walk through it the first time, and then I'm going to do it at speed. So what we want to do is heel, knee drive, heel, knee drive, heel, knee drive. What's important on this drill is you want your weight going through your mid to forefoot, not through your heel. Okay, So we
Lindsey, that's very impressive, and I know when I watch that, I've tried these, I do struggle. So what do we do if you don't have the coordination to do that and you're just falling all over the place? Where do we even start?
Yeah, that's a great question, Shona, and I think let's break that drill down into its component parts. And remember, you can walk through these drills until you lay that neural pathway, and then start to do it slowly and finally to do it quickly. And that's how we develop coordination. So the first part of that dressage drill is the kickback. So if we walk through it, it's kickback, 1, 2, 3, kickback, 1, 2, 3, kickback, 1, 2, 3, kickback. Okay, so that's really it. Walk through it, and then you can jog through it. You can also extend it. You can do 5 steps. And slowing that down and giving yourself more time to think about it often helps. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those are the ways you can break it down, and then you just slowly do it faster. Again, remembering with these drills, we want to be on the front half of our foot. We don't want our weight to be on our heels. So and you just keep getting quicker and quicker and quicker until it's a real snap. And exactly the same for the knee drive. We just walk it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. Okay, and to emphasize keeping your weight on the front half of your foot, you can just go into a slight push up onto your toes. And that'll make sure that you don't lift, because the mistake people make on this drill is they go, and now I'm on my heel. And that's not what we want. We want to get onto the front and go. Right, and then we get again, same thing. You just keep speeding it up. And then finally, to walk through the dressage drill, which really improves your coordination, is to go kick back, knee drive. Kick back, knee drive. Kick back, knee drive. Then you slowly incorporate that into running. So nice and slowly. And the final one, then you just practice until you can go.
Good. I think the key thing here is, like Lindsey says, is to start slow. Walk it out, walk it out. It's not about going from walking to running in 2 sessions, taking your time to get to that sort of point.
Exactly. Take your time. And then there's one last little drill that we're going to go through. It's my favorite drill just before speed work session, and it really wakes up your muscles. Basically, think about it like a little dance, and this is your basic movement. And when we do it, I want you to keep that toe as close to the ground as possible. Move as fast as you can as possible, but move forward in as smaller increments as you can. And you hold this drill for about 10 to 15 seconds. So a good way is to start it slowly. And that will have you ready for your next session.
The thing is, knowing these 5 running drills and doing them is one thing. But if you really want to improve your running, you need to be focusing on this one thing that could be holding you back. So watch this video next to discover the secret to becoming a much stronger runner.